In a shocking revelation, the World Health Organization has confirmed that aspartame, the sweetener found in Diet Coke, chewing gum, ice cream, and numerous other products, is now classified as a possible carcinogen. From innocent treats to everyday essentials, the presence of this potential danger has infiltrated our lives. Brace yourself for an eye-opening exploration as we delve into the controversial world of artificial sweeteners. Are these products we love silently posing a threat to our health? Stay tuned until the end of the video to know why this is important for you. And don't miss out on some surprising natural alternatives at the end. Aspartame may cause cancer. On July 14, 2023, the World Health Organization officially declared the soda sweetener aspartame as a possible carcinogen. This classification came after a thorough evaluation by the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, a WHO entity responsible for studying potential links between substances and cancer risks. The IARC's investigation focused on 3 significant human studies conducted in the United States and Europe, specifically examining the impact of artificially sweetened beverages on health. The findings pointed to a possible connection between aspartame and hepatocellular carcinoma, a type of liver cancer. However, in a somewhat perplexing twist, the HWO simultaneously assured the public that aspartame remains safe for consumption as long as it is within the recommended daily limit. The organization emphasized the importance of adhering to the established daily intake guidelines to mitigate any potential risks associated with this controversial sweetener. The question remains, should we be wary of aspartame, or can we continue to indulge in its sweetness without fear? What is aspartame? In 1965, a group of scientists at G.D. Searle & Company discovered aspartame. Marketed under the brand name NutraSweet, this artificial sweetener swiftly gained attention and stirred up controversy soon after its initial approval. Aspartame has emerged as one of the most widely used artificial sweeteners globally. Its presence in the market spans several decades, finding its way into a staggering 6,000 products worldwide, as stated by the Calorie Control Council, an esteemed international association representing the low and reduced calorie food and beverage industry. This ubiquitous sweetener may surprise consumers by appearing in unexpected places, such as toothpaste or medications. However, it predominantly graces the labels of products cleverly marketed as diet or sugar-free, enticing those seeking alternatives to traditional sugar. Sodas like Diet Coke, Coke Zero, and Pepsi Zero Sugar boast aspartame as a key ingredient, while many low-calorie coffee sweeteners like Equal and NutraSweet also feature its charm. Aspartame gracefully enhances the flavors of no-sugar salad dressing, low-calorie ice cream, gelatins, and puddings, as evidenced by the enticing Jell-O sugar-free instant pudding. Even sugar-free gum like Extra gets its sweetness from aspartame. Recently, the health effects of aspartame have garnered new scrutiny from experts at the World Health Organization. In a separate decision, the WHO cautioned against relying on non-sugar sweeteners for weight control. However, despite this recommendation, aspartame continues to hold its ground in diet drinks due to its lower calorie content compared to regular sugar. Incredibly, aspartame's sweetness potency, being approximately 200 times sweeter than table sugar, permits products to utilize it in smaller quantities. To illustrate its impact, consider this: a single packet of Equal with your coffee versus 2 teaspoons of regular sugar. While the packet of Equal gracefully carries a mere 4 calories, 2 teaspoons of sugar bring forth a weightier burden, weighing in at 32 calories. History of research on aspartame. Aspartame stands as one of the most extensively researched food additives to date. Numerous regulatory authorities, including the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, have consistently reaffirmed its safety for human consumption, provided it adheres to specific usage guidelines. Even the World Health Organization, through a separate committee of experts, conducted a comprehensive risk assessment on aspartame and concluded that the existing WHO guidelines do not require any modifications. Since its introduction, aspartame has been surrounded by a cloud of uncertainty and confusion. In 1974, the FDA initially approved its use in certain foods and beverages. However, this decision faced suspension for a period due to conflicting studies, objections to its approval, and doubts raised about the credibility of the initial research. Some scientists expressed apprehension after an early animal study indicated a potential link between aspartame consumption and brain tumors in rats. The journey to gain regulatory approval continued, and it wasn't until 1981 that the FDA granted permission for the marketing of aspartame in dry foods. During this time, a comprehensive investigation took place, leading to the establishment of acceptable daily intake parameters by the FAO/WHO Expert Committee on Food Additives. Despite the overwhelming body of research supporting its safety, regulatory bodies like the FDA continue to reassess its safety as scientific understanding advances. Recently, the World Health Organization's Independent Cancer Expert Panel undertook its first official review of the accumulated evidence on aspartame. The World Health Organization's Cancer Research Arm, known as IARC as mentioned previously, conducts hazard assessments on various substances, including chemicals, viruses, and food additives, to determine their potential to cause cancer. This committee conducts these reviews in 5-year cycles. In 2015, the panel categorized processed meats like sausages and hot dogs in the same cancer risk category as cigarettes. During its review of aspartame, the committee scrutinized laboratory data, animal studies, and human data. One study conducted in France in 2022 involving 100,000 adults suggested a slightly higher cancer risk among those who consumed a significant amount of artificial sweeteners, including aspartame. However, being an observational study, it couldn't establish a causal relationship between the sweetener and increased cancer risk. Additionally, reliance on self-reported dietary data can introduce potential inaccuracies in such studies. Furthermore, a 2020 study analyzing research from Italy's Ramazzini Institute reported an association between aspartame and leukemia and lymphoma in mice and rats. However, scientists emphasize that findings in animal studies may not necessarily apply to humans, and most animal studies conducted by the National Toxicology Program have not revealed any cancer link to aspartame. Aspartame guidelines. Since 1981, the World Health Organization has maintained its guidelines for aspartame consumption, setting a daily maximum of 40 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. According to the Joint Expert Committee on Food Additives, JECFA, there is currently insufficient evidence to support a definitive link between aspartame and cancer in humans. JECFA, an international group of scientists from the World Health Organization and the United Nations, advises on safe consumption levels for various products. JECFA declared that aspartame is safe for consumption as long as individuals do not exceed a daily intake of 40 milligrams per kilogram of body weight throughout their lifetime. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, sets a slightly higher recommended daily limit of 50 milligrams of aspartame per kilogram of body weight. To reach the maximum recommended intake, one would have to consume a substantial amount of aspartame-rich products. For instance, the American Beverage Association reveals that diet sodas typically contain an average of 100 milligrams of aspartame per can. During a press conference, Dr. Francesco Branca, the head of WHO's Nutrition and Food Safety Division, clarified that an adult weighing 70 kilograms, 154 pounds, would need to consume more than 9 to 14 cans of aspartame-containing soda, such as Diet Coke, daily to surpass the safety limit and potentially face health risks. Dr. Branca reassured the public that occasional consumption of aspartame-containing products, like drinking a can of soda now and then or chewing gum with aspartame, does not pose a health risk. The WHO's recommendation emphasizes the importance of moderation when consuming foods or beverages containing aspartame. However, Dr. Branca cautioned that children who regularly consume soda sweetened with aspartame could exceed the daily limit with just 3 cans. Starting aspartame consumption early in life may pose a heightened health risk later, though further research is required to fully understand the potential implications of lifelong exposure. Alternatives for artificial sweeteners. Natural sweeteners such as stevia and monk fruit sweeteners are being explored for their potential health benefits compared to refined sugar. These alternatives have gained popularity due to their low-calorie content and potential positive effects on blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Among the natural sweeteners, stevia stands out as a widely used low-calorie sweetener derived from the leaves of the Stevia rebaudiana plant. Stevia has a long history of use in South America for both its sweetness and medicinal properties. Its main sweet compounds, stevioside and rebaudioside A, possess remarkable sweetness, being hundreds of times sweeter than sugar gram per gram. Erythritol, another natural sweetener, is a sugar alcohol that occurs naturally in certain fruits. Although it closely mimics the taste of sugar, it does not impact blood sugar or insulin levels, and is excreted unchanged from the body through urine. While better tolerated than other sugar alcohols, excessive consumption of erythritol may lead to digestive issues, particularly when combined with other sugars like fructose. Xylitol, also a sugar alcohol, shares a similar sweetness profile with sugar. Studies suggest potential dental health benefits, including a reduced risk of cavities and improved bone density. Additionally, xylitol can positively impact the gut microbiome, promoting digestive health. However, similar to other sugar alcohols, high doses may cause abdominal gas and diarrhea. Yacon syrup emerges as a unique sweetener harvested from the yacon plant, abundant in fructooligosaccharides that function as soluble fibers, supporting beneficial gut bacteria. Yacon syrup's high soluble fiber content may aid in preventing constipation and offer various health benefits. Monk fruit sweetener, derived from the fruit native to Southeast Asia, presents a calorie-free and carbohydrate-free alternative. Research indicates that it may support better blood sugar management and exhibit antioxidant properties through its compounds called magrosides. While considered safe, further research on monk fruit extract as a food additive is necessary. It is important to note that while other natural sugar substitutes like coconut sugar, molasses, honey, and maple syrup may contain minor variations in fructose content and trace nutrients, their impact on the body is relatively similar to that of refined sugar. Conclusion. In conclusion, the revelation surrounding aspartame's classification as a possible carcinogen by the World Health Organization has sparked significant interest and concern among consumers. As this artificial sweetener finds its way into countless products we consume daily, it's essential to understand its potential impact on our health. While the WHO's expert panel acknowledges the potential link between aspartame and hepatocellular carcinoma, they assert that aspartame remains safe for consumption within the recommended daily limits. Both the World Health Organization and the Food and Drug Administration maintain guidelines to ensure safe usage, providing a basis for responsible consumption. Ultimately, as we delve into the complexities of artificial sweeteners, it is crucial to approach our dietary choices with mindfulness and moderation. Whether opting for aspartame-containing products or exploring natural sweeteners, a balanced and informed approach to our diets is essential for maintaining overall well-being. As scientific understanding advances, ongoing research will undoubtedly shed further light on the intricate relationship between sweeteners and health, guiding us toward the most health-conscious choices. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the controversial world of artificial sweeteners. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button to stay up to date with healthy living for all the updates on health-conscious lifestyle.